Crossfit St. Charles. I'm here with Ingrid Hurley from Ice Studio Reformer Pilates and CrossFit Games Athlete 2012 and 13, being videotaped by Chris Glover from CrossFit Maryland Heights. Yeah. Today we're talking about Evil Wheel and its progressions. Ingrid's going to demonstrate a couple of Evil Wheels. We're going to talk about why we do Evil Wheel and things of its nature. What we're doing here is strengthening the anterior core, the front part of the body. We do a lot of flexion in the gym, and we need to counter that with some stabilization and extension. And you'll see this applies to everything, core stabilization, but specifically our overhead movements, especially the overhead squat and snatch. We're going to just talk about the technique for the Evil Wheel. Ingrid's going to just get set up and ready to go. What she's doing right here is squeezing her butt first, stabilizing the abs really hard, and then she's going to press the hips forward and roll out. Beautiful. Doesn't have to be that slow. She's just very skilled. Come on back up. Okay, one of the common faults is to round the body at the shoulder, round the shoulder, and just roll out with the arms, with the hips loose. Right, just roll out with your arms, just like this. So what you're losing is the stabilization of the low back. You've got to squeeze the glutes in order to maintain the back positioning and also the core position, or the abs position right here. Okay, so knowing this, this is an advanced core movement. It may not be for everybody. So what we're going to talk about next are progressions to the Evil Wheel. The first and most basic progression is the plank. Go ahead and into the plank position on your elbows and on your toes, please. Okay, so you'll see that she's maintaining the same stability. Her glutes are tight, her abs are tight, and her shoulder girdle is active. Common faults are sinking into the shoulders, which puts a tremendous amount of pressure into the shoulder joint. Loosening the abs, loosen your abs, can you do it, which causes the back to sink. Squeeze the abs and see what happens to the back. Okay, and hiking, which causes flexion in the abs and loosening of the abs, which we don't want any flexion in this position whatsoever. We want the plank position. If you were to take this position and turn the video up on its side, you would see that it just looks like Ingrid's standing up in really good posture. That's all this is standing in really good posture and release. Okay, it is important to understand that unless you can hold a plank for a minimum 40 seconds pretty comfortably, you cannot have the endurance to hold the Evil Wheel, to perform the Evil Wheel. So we're going to talk about these progressions. Okay, the next progression after the plank, and before we move on, we're going to use the stability ball and just using the elbows. So Ingrid is going to, once again, stand up straight again. Glutes first, then abs, then lats. All this must be tight. She's going to start with her fists kind of into the ball, and she's going to roll out to her elbows, pushing her hips first, pushing the hips first. There you go. Out to the elbows, and then back in again. Out to the elbows. This is a great thing to use to shorten that range of motion a little bit, and also it's not so taxing on the elbows. Okay, so the next progression after the plank is the fallouts. We're going to do these on a set of rings. Just set the rings about at your dip height. And Ingrid is going to start with the standing directly underneath the bar. The first way to start with the rings is directly underneath the bar. That is the beginner way to do it. The difficulty of this movement really depends on where your feet are. You can step back further to make it more difficult. So Ingrid's going to start with beginner. And it's the same positioning. She's standing up nice and straight and tall. Her lats are engaged, her glutes are engaged, and her abs are engaged, and she's going to roll right out. Again, this is a big shoulder mobility tax. Only go as far as you're comfortable with the movement. And she's, go on back out again, please. And one of the things I really want you to notice is how her lats are engaged. And the lats really do come into play with stabilizing and also bringing the body back into position A, if you will. Great. Step back. A little more difficult. Beautiful. Nice plank position. Glutes are tight, abs are tight, lats are tight. And release. And if you're wanting to play with this and feeling really strong and fancy, you can take your feet way back. You can put your feet on a box. You can lower the rings. Do all kinds of fun stuff with this. And moving on. Okay, this is the common application of evil wheel in our gym because we just don't have a lot of evil wheels to go around, so we tend to use this a lot. It's the same principles. Everything's tight. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the abs, squeeze the lats. Off you go. And then back up again. Nobody does it this slow. You step it up just a little bit. Ingrid's going to do one more, and then she's going to show us a common fault. Good. That's a better speed. So the common fault is to shoot the hips back and then pulling through with the arms. We want to keep those glutes tight, nice and tight, protecting the low back and making sure that all the work is in the abs. Nice, tight butt. All right, roll that away. The next thing we can do is just kind of fun. Add a little friction. I don't know if we'll be able to do this. We're going to have to make this.
Wood.
Add in a little friction, a little bit of a dynamic to it. You can use frisbees on this